like again, the big side of the Freeman. That's not a big side. You might be if it's packed to where you're doing this, you might be able to get 100 people in there.
Maybe the small side, or you
the small side?
The small side.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talking about small. Because the big side wasn't even a thing yet.
I'll tell you, I had 133 people in there, but we ain't counting.
I bet. So let's say
the code inspector doesn't need to know that.
right, TABC. But yeah, so picture that moment, and so okay, let's say 133. Picture a small
no elbows.
Yeah. So picture a moment to where 133 people are happy.
You ever been next to somebody else musty?
We're gonna get to that. We got another segment.
Yeah, I got carried away.
So he was just talking about like everybody was happy.
Yeah.
Everything was cool, and the music was doing that.
Yeah.
And it's like the feeling that there's this high that musicians get.
Totally.
And like when
I live for it.
Like when the band is locked in, everything. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, everything almost becomes blurry on stage. It's like you just see images. You don't necessarily see people, and everything is just locked in. Sure. It's this high, and it's like absolutely. That's the same high that millionaires chase. That's the same high that most people chase in
Leonardo
life.
DiCaprio on Wolf on Wall Street.
Sure, there's this high. There's this high on what we do that people chase, and it's like you said that if I can just capture that feeling.
I feel that way about the early RC and the Grits jam sessions at the Profit Bar.
Oh yeah,
wow!
Man, they done brought so many different people from.
We were so spoiled that we didn't even realize that we could just.
We didn't know what we had.
I like that, Zach.
I say that a lot.
That we didn't realize.
Yeah.
I say that a lot about Dallas in general. So just my experiences, two of them. One, the night. Shout out to the Found first of all. Shout out to my big brother in London. If I don't know who London is, figure it out.
Cypher, big Cypher fix.
For sure, one of the cats that really gave me the motivation to do what I do, wholeheartedly and free. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my character, and a lot of how I perform. If you ain't figured this out, it's two people. It's Jay and it's Cypher. I'm gonna get on stage. I'm gonna say what I want to say to who I want to say it to, when I want to say it. Band members included. I done fired a cat on stage. I done cussed a cat out on stage. I done everything but slap somebody on stage because they gave me the freedom. Hey, bro, this your stage. Do what you want to do. So shout out to Cypher. Shout out to Jay.
I've never slapped nobody on stage.
Nah, you ain't both.
Don't start.
Listen,
you're like, hey guys, I'm basically Bobby Brown.
Shout out to Bobby Brown. We need to get him on the show too.
No, but so my most memorable musical moments. One, the night that Dave Chappelle came to the small side.
I wish I'd been there that night.
Oh my God! And I was there, and so I was outside. I was doing what I was doing, and at the time I was still a young cat, so I ain't really paying too much. I'm out there hanging out with my big brothers and OGs or whatever, and we playing Uno right there at the little small table at the door. I get up to go inside, get a drink, and this big ass, my one cuss word, two, big ass Asian dude bumped me, and I turn around like, what the fuck? And behind the Asian dude is Dave Chappelle. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And so he gets in there, he goes on stage, and he's doing his thing. But Dave is so comfortable in Dallas because we're spoiled, like you said, Zach.
Yeah.
We have so much talent and so many people come through here.
Yeah.
It's like if I were to move, like when I moved to New Orleans, it's like, man, I ain't seen the celebrity yet.
I'll put Dallas up.
I lived in New Orleans for a year and a half, and I'm like, why I ain't met PJ Martin? Yeah. I met Erykah Badu. I met Dave Chappelle. I met Jason Terry. I met Mark Cuban.
You never know who comes through.
You know what I'm saying? I met Bruno Mars. I met Lady Gaga. I met Tony Royster Jr. I met Jesus Christ himself, and Dallas is just a special place.
Hello, my child.
He's like, I just came to hear the music. You know, Lucius in there on keys. I came to support my brother.
Let me get the Louis Rice, my child.
But no, the night Dave Chappelle came to the Freeman was just crazy because you wouldn't expect that. And then for him to get on stage,
I was so mad.
He got on stage, right? And he didn't do a comedy set, but it was Chris Trailer. Shout out to him too. I'm just finna keep name dropping.
Chris is dope.
And Dave Chappelle was like, I'm gonna have to. Sorry, excuse me, I know it's safe for work. Dave Chappelle got on the mic and was like, "Come here, nigga, sing a sad song, churchy nigga."
He was. I saw the video. He was like, "What's this church nigga's name?" like he getting on stage like everybody show him what the Lord can do.
Yeah,
like I remember
with a vape in his hand.
Right.
Sing a sad song, sing some Donny Hathaway, nigga.
Then he made him. Then he made
Donny
him
Hathaway.
sing Donny Hathaway.
It was. I think it was a song for you, and it's just moments like that you want to relive forever.
Yeah.
Two, is when I was music director for Jacquees, and we played. It was like this was my biggest show at the time. We played the House of Blues in the big room, and just to come out there,
Main stage.
yeah, and to see
Yeah.
all those people, like
that's a dream
the
stage
floor
for me.
was and it's not like it's American Airlines Center or nothing.
No, but that stage has
it's like
some power.
And
to
I
it.
played that stage before. I played the gospel brunch for years, and so they had the tables and stuff. But
Oh,
to
that's
see,
right. I remember you hit me up for one of those. Man.
yeah, to see shoulder to
said
shoulder, lights up,
I-
and then just everything up there, and they're waiting to hear me play my music. And it's just like that was the first realization of, hey, bro, it's not a I made it moment, but it's like, my boy, you doing the
better
right.
than where I was.
You
I'm
doing
here.
you doing the right thing, my boy.
I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You're doing the right thing. And to be able to have my brother Gary play with me, and just be in those environments. And there was a couple more gigs that came after that with Jacquees, and it was just like all because I was humble, and for lack of a better term, I went out there and I did what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And the cats I have around me went out there and did what they were supposed to do. So those are my two musical moments: David Chappelle and then playing Jacquees.
So those are your
at House of
gig
Blues.
tales.
Yeah, gig tales.
Man, nice. I was waiting to hear something crazy. Somebody with one leg did something, but that'll do. So
No,
He
that'll
said
do.
that would do.
I mean, I got those stories, but this is
We
this
can- we
we
can
can
say-
say for work. Yeah, they don't know.
We'll get you back.
I don't do.
y'all both gonna be back.
I don't do
sure.